A ship laden with a fortune beyond imagination, gold, diamonds, and the wealth of an entire kingdom, vanished beneath the waves. More than 500 years later, its treasure remains lost, hidden somewhere in the depths of the ocean. This is the untold story of the Flor de la Mar, the greatest lost treasure in history. In the year 1511, the Flor de la Mar, a mighty Portuguese carrack, set sail from Malacca with what was rumored to be the largest treasure ever transported by sea. This was no ordinary cargo. Gold, diamonds, emeralds, and rare artifacts looted from the Malay Sultanate, meant to enrich the empire of King Manuel I of Portugal. But fate had other plans. As the ship sailed through the Strait of Malacca, disaster struck. A violent storm brewed in the distance, and Flor de la Mar, already weakened by years of battles and voyages, was about to face its doom. As the Flor de la Mar pushed through the treacherous waters of the Malacca Strait, the ship groaned under the immense weight of its treasure. Its wooden hull, already weakened by years of voyages and battles, was no match for the fierce monsoon storm that now surrounded it. Waves as tall as fortresses crashed against the ship, and powerful winds howled like the voices of angry spirits. The crew, hundreds of sailors, and slaves fought desperately to keep the vessel afloat. But it was hopeless. In the dead of night, the Flor de la Mar struck a hidden reef. A deafening crack echoed through the ship as water rushed in, sealing its fate. Panic set in as the massive Portuguese flagship began to break apart. The captain, Afonso de Albuquerque, ordered his men to abandon ship, but the storm made escape almost impossible. Hundreds of men were thrown into the raging sea, their cries lost to the howling wind. The weight of the treasure proved to be the ship's doom. As chests of gold and jewels tumbled into the abyss, the Flor de la Mar tilted violently, then plunged beneath the waves. The richest cargo ever carried by a ship was lost forever, buried beneath the ocean floor. To this day, despite centuries of searching, the Flor de la Mar's treasure remains lost, hidden somewhere in the depths of the sea. As the sun rose over the storm-torn sea, only shattered remains of the Flor de la Mar floated on the surface. Survivors clung to pieces of wreckage, but the true treasure, tons of gold, silver, and gemstones, had vanished beneath the waves. For centuries, whispers of the lost fortune have spread across the world. Some say the treasure was cursed, destined never to be found. Others believe it lies buried deep in the seabed, waiting for the right explorer to claim it. But with no clear records of where the ship went down, the Flor de la Mar's final resting place remains one of history's greatest mysteries. To understand why the Flor de la Mar's cargo was so valuable, we must go back to 1511, when Afonso de Albuquerque led a Portuguese invasion of Malacca. At the time, Malacca was one of the richest trading ports in the world, controlling the flow of spices, silk, and gold between Asia and Europe. When Albuquerque's forces conquered Malacca, they seized a fortune beyond imagination: golden statues, rare jewels, and countless chests of silver. It was this loot, intended as a gift for the King of Portugal, that made the Flor de la Mar the richest ship ever to set sail. But fate had other plans. From the moment the Flor de la Mar sank, treasure hunters and historians alike have been obsessed with finding it. Many believe it lies somewhere in the Strait of Malacca, one of the most difficult and dangerous places to explore. Over the centuries, the shifting sands and strong underwater currents have buried the wreck deep beneath the ocean floor. Countless expeditions have searched for the treasure, but so far, no one has found definitive proof of the ship's remains. Could the treasure still be down there, waiting to be discovered? Or has time erased all traces of this legendary shipwreck? Some believe the Flor de la Mar was never meant to be found. Stories of mysterious disappearances, failed expeditions, and tragic accidents have led many to think the treasure is protected by a curse. In the 20th century, several deep-sea explorers vanished without a trace while searching for the wreck. Others reported strange mechanical failures, as if an unseen force was preventing them from uncovering the truth. Could it be the spirits of the lost sailors guarding their fortune? Or is the real danger simply the unforgiving nature of the sea? Today, advanced technology like sonar scanning, underwater drones, and deep-sea submersibles has brought us closer than ever to solving the mystery. Several nations, including Portugal, Malaysia, and Indonesia, have laid claim to the wreck if it is ever found. However, the Malaysian government has declared the Flor de la Mar a protected cultural treasure, meaning that even if someone finds it, they may not be allowed to recover the lost gold and artifacts. Still, For treasure hunters, the lure of the world's most valuable lost shipwreck is impossible to resist. Imagine what would happen if the Flor de la Mar was discovered today. Would it rewrite history? Would the treasure spark legal battles between nations? Or would it confirm once and for all that some things are meant to remain lost? One thing is certain, the legend of the Flor de la Mar will never die. Whether hidden beneath the ocean or locked away in secret, its treasure continues to capture the imagination of adventurers and historians alike. Perhaps one day, a new explorer will solve the mystery and bring the lost fortune back to light. What do you think? Is the treasure of the Flor de la Mar still out there, waiting to be found? Or has time buried it forever? Let us know in the comments. And if you love stories of lost ships, hidden fortunes, and maritime mysteries, don't forget to subscribe for more.